Hello, so my name is Birungi Elizabeth, the founder and executive director, Birungi Foundation, and today we are at the Uganda Tourism and Culture Festival happening in Munich, and I'm representing Birungi Foundation. Birungi Foundation supports the vulnerable women and children through psychosocial and economical support, and we also support them through sustainable activities like farming and hands-on skills. And right now I'm standing at the JK Arts and Crafts store. You can always support them. They have nice craft stuff. You can see all this. You can always support them whenever there is a function. You can come and visit the stall.
The clothes are earlier after design.
Huh?
The clothes are earlier after design.
And
Look at the sticker. You can make a sticker for the card.
okay. So you can. They also have a sticker, and the clothes are earlier Afro designs. So you can always check on them. So they have nice stuff. We have the equator here. Any African stuff or crafts you need. So also here I'm standing to another stall, and they also have craft stuff. They have bags. They have dolls. Everything here is handmade. Yeah, everything here is handmade. Are these earrings?
No.
What are these?
This you can put them on your key holder or whatever.
Okay.
I'm by names of Susan Namutebi, the mchala wa Mamba, as ndi wano ku Uganda Cultural Festival here in Munich. I'm here as brand ambassador for Tula Africa Tour and Travel. We are here to showcase what we do as Tula Africa Tour and Travel. Our services, we have packages for tourism in Uganda. For example, Maction Falls, 3 days. It costs 2,500 euros, and we also in this showcase in our showcasing, we sell also African attires, African prints. We sell bags, we sell bangles, and we sell bags are made of we make it with hands, the bags, pata bags, and we also sell kabalagala, pancakes in English, kabalagala, and we also have lace with also Ugandan flags. Also, we sell them. Yeah.
What are the prices, like maybe for the Ugandan flags and
the prices for the Uganda flag are 25 euros, and these dresses they're for 35 euros. The bangles, it depends what you take. We have for 10 euros, 6 euros, 7 euros. It depends what you take. The bags we have for 35 euros. For example, that one in front, the small one, yeah. It is for 35 euros, and the last one down, it is for 40 euros. Yeah, but still we bargain. We can tetulemesa abantu kutwala bintu.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like I wanted to ask, like you have a website where like someone who's watching out there can contact you or
yeah.
if you're interested, like
yeah, we have a website. Maybe you can. We have a website, and we have also the code, the scanning code. You just scan the code, and the code will take you to our website, and you get to know more about Tula Africa Uganda, what we do, which angebots do we give, yeah, and the telephone number, the email address, website. It's also there if you cannot scan the code. You are welcome.
Greetings, our people. You are very welcome today at the Uganda Cultural Festival. Today, I'm exhibiting here at the Uganda Tourism and Culture Festival. a few Ugandan products that represent our country. I don't know where I should start, but let me start with the Uganda Waraji, which is one of the delicacies that people love from our country. This year is the original one. It's called the Uganda Waraji Premium. Yeah, it's the original flavor. It's unflavored. It's very tasty. Then we have this is a new one. It's the latest addition to the collection. It's the lemon and ginger. Yeah, very nice one. It's my favorite actually. We have the coconut flavored. Yeah, quite nice too. So
like for a person out there, how much is it? Like
here we are selling this at 50 euro.
50
yeah.
euros, okay.
Yes, 50 euro. You take it for yourself. There's plenty of more. I'm just putting this for display, so but we have plenty more. Then a couple of souvenirs here as well. We have some fridge magnets for you, representing Uganda. And then some key holders, couple of stuff. Some bracelets here, key holders.
Like how much are the bracelets?
So the bracelets, these are 10 euro, yeah, for example. It's just like this one I have here, 10 euro. And then they range between 10, 8, and 5 euro.
Oh, okay.
That's the range, yes. I have some simple bags, cross bags, like the one I'm wearing. I'm having here. This one has a Ugandan flag. This is just chitengi. These are going for 15 euro as well. There's this one, the chikoi, quite good too. Yeah, this one goes for 20 euro. So
I see some crafts here.
yes, I have some shoes, crafts, those that have love, it's actual leather. It's very, very good leather. Yeah, I'm selling these for 45 euro a pair. That they are negotiable. The 45 euro is negotiable. We have some nice shopping bags representing Uganda as well. Yeah, you can see the Pearl of Africa, which is Uganda, and then we have the Hakuna Matata. Yeah. I have some Ugandan flags too. Yeah.
Like how much is a Ugandan flag?
Ugandan flag goes for 20 euro.
20 euros.
20 euro as well. Yes.
I think I'll later take one.
Thank you for supporting my brother. So on the side, I'll show you this first. This is a Ugandan cloak embroidered. It's a cloak embroidered in Ugandan colors, and this goes for 30 euro as well. You can win it for yourself. On the side here, I'm selling Ugandan jerseys too, football jerseys. This one is for kids. It has a short as well, a shirt and a short for the kids. This is going for 25 euro. Yeah. There's I'll show you for the adults. It's quite a. This is the one the players play with. It's the very original one. Yeah. I'm selling this for 35 euro.
35 euros.
Very good quality.
Like you all have in all sizes? Or?
In all sizes and all colors. There's three colors: red, black, and white. Then besides that, I have simple T-shirts embroidered with some chitengi, African chitengi. This goes for 20 euro. Then we have the original. This is quite, some people could call this quite old because it's been here for some time, but it's still trending. I do believe some people really still love this. 35 euro as well. And a few more souvenirs, the Uganda Equator, I guess that's it. So today we are exhibiting here at the Uganda Cultural Festival. Our company is called JK Crafts, Arts and Crafts, as you see it up there. We deal in all these bags, jewelry, home decor, souvenirs, in case you want to gift a friend or a partner or anyone. You could come, support us. We're here to serve you.
Oh, okay. Like,
yes.
Do you have like a
so we know,
website where
So we normally sell at events. We don't do online for sure. We don't normally sell at events like this. We come and set up any Ugandan events or outside events. For example, we have this coming up. A friend of mine, DJ M44, is organizing this for us. alongside the one main man, Biggie. Biggie Events is organizing this. This is in Spanish, but it's an Afro-Latino festival. It's happening on the 1st of August this year, 2026. Come through and support us. We will still have a stall like this to sell. And on the side, I have I'm partnering with two friends of mine. Okay. One of them is Kerry Safaris. He offers safari packages in Uganda. Yeah, come through, pick a brochure, look through and see what package you're able to afford, and we'll be glad to serve you. I have another one in the competition. It's called Travad Tours and Uganda. It's still in the same business. Organizes travel packages for tourists in Uganda. Gorilla trekking, let it be whatever, come through and support them.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the audience. I appreciate you.
Hi everyone, I'm Grace. I'm here with Travad Tours and we're showcasing Uganda. We're a travel company creating initiaries, and you can also request for initiaries with us. What makes us special is that you plant trees. It's a must to plant a tree to support the ecosystem on our tours, and we support local communities and local businesses a lot. And here we are to showcase Uganda today, bringing it closer to the people, showing it more, bringing it out to the world, making our country famous. Thank you. Oh, okay. It's okay. Hi liebe Leute, herzlich willkommen zum Ugandischen Kultur- und Tourism Festival hier in München. Ich bin Grace und befinde mich hier heute mit Travad Tours. Es ist eine Reisefirma und ein Reiseunternehmen, was Reisepläne erstellt für Uganda. Es gibt bestimmte Reisepläne, man kann aber auch neue Reisepläne anfragen, wenn man etwas Bestimmtes sehen will. Was uns besonders macht, dass wir auf unserer Reise immer ein Baum mitgepflanzt wird, einfach um das Ökosystem weiterhin zu unterstützen. Und hier sind wir heute einfach, um Uganda mehr der Welt beizubringen, ein bisschen näher an die Leute ranzubringen, weil es doch leider einfach ein sehr unbekanntes Land ist. Und ja, wenn ihr wollt, kommt gerne zu uns. Danke.
So, we're not winner African dresses. These Mbifuna from Uganda. I sourced them from Uganda and Kenya, supporting African designers. So these go from 30 to 40 euros.
30 to 40.
30 to 40 euros. These bags are handmade by me. These, the beaded bags. They also range from 15 to 30 euros. These are leather bags from Kenya. These are also 30, 35 euros.
What's this?
These are also beaded bags with fringes. These are also handmade by me. Then we have here African bags, 30 euros. The African dresses, the long ones, are 60. We have here bomber jackets. These are also from Kenya, 30 euros each. Also have throw-ons for ladies, sleeveless. I also have those with sleeves. These are also shirts for men, 30 each. And we have different jewelry, necklaces, bangles, earrings. Bangles 5 euros, 15. The earrings also range from 5 and 10 euros. The wallets, 10 euros each. These are also 5 euros. Then we have also here vitenji. These are 2 pieces, trousers and throw-ons, 50 and 60 euros. Then those without pants, they are for 30, 40 euros. And we also have this soke fabric. This is from Nigeria. These go for 60 euros each. And here also we have a few baskets of seche for our kalo and millet. They also range from 15 to 30 euros. We have also fans from African fabrics. These go for 10 euros. So this is my business card. African Hughes handle. It's here in Munich. It is registered. Anyone who wants to contact me, my name is Janet Lydia Nabuire, a Ugandan residing here in Deutschland.
Like, do you have the website or?
Currently not yet, but we also have drums also, by the way, and African shoes. So, because I've started this year, have a few African drums and crafts. Here also we have African shoes, sandals, summer sandals, all sizes. We have for kids and adults, depending on your size. For ladies and also for gents. For the kids, it's 15. For the adults, 35, both men and women. Yeah, so that is basically. We have started small, but hopefully in the long run we'll have a big shop. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm here like trying to showcase some art, like paintings, really originals, no prints. Most of them are like all originals, no prints, no art. Apart from the bags here, I also have bags here that I do. And like my art mostly is to do with identity. So like our forefathers had masks as IDs, not like today where the national IDs where you go, maybe they take a picture and what for a passport for what. But before there used to be masks for identity. So I tried to juggle around like intercultural with masks to integrate all tribes around the world. So you see these like acrylics on paper with ink. If you go around, you see I try to juggle around some meanings and some integration we do. Then I go around, I do with a lady. That's a lady that has a fabric and it tells some story with why one eye is closed and another one is open. So it's some identity to show like hidden beauty, like you sparkling on one side but somehow hidden meaning. I can show you. Then I'll go so where we like our African ladies who really do those like how should I call them, the fabrics on the heads and the earrings and the necklaces to show like the conquering of the African queen and African princess. So that's how it goes around. Then that still to do with a mask. Now it comes in with something like an African comb. With the identity of how it originates, and you do like that. So I have like a couple of them actually, if I'm to see, like I play around with things like that on paper. I also deal with canvases, but right now because of like maybe space and the time, I didn't mind to carry around. So here I have a backcloth. A backcloth is an original, for people who come from Uganda, mainly Buganda, they know the origin of the backcloth is made directly from the bark of the tree, pounded, stretched until it becomes like a fabric. So this used to be like originally the like the covering up of dressing up of our indigenous people, mainly in Uganda. So I try to also like bring it out and do some exploration on painting on it, like that, different types. And actually my designs are mainly, or my style in art is like abstract and cubism and everything to do like that, to explore and see what art does.
Like, do you sell them?
Yeah, I sell them actually.
Like, how much? How much per piece? Like all they have different.
They have different prices, I would say. So it depends. Like sometimes I do expo prices. Like now, festival prices. A piece like this would be like maybe 200 euros. Okay. Yeah, and the paper ones, since the originals, you also will go like 200, 150. But the bags already have a price. Each bag, that's a shopping bag. They go for 20. The originals printed, the motif is developed directly by me, and they also printed them myself. Okay.
So what do you have here?
I have also here some paper, some art acrylics on paper. So it's doing like this. Actually, the board you see, I'm also doing today like African painting. Those designs on faces to do. So like here I also have this lady doing the music. It's also acrylic on board, on a cardboard. Acrylics, original. Then the identity girl, I told you, the lady with the beard, the earring and the necklaces, the big necklaces, colorful ones, and the braided hair to show like really really indigenous African hair. You see there are different types. This could be like braids, African braids, and this would be like the really stretched out braids. So all authentic. On this, like here, I try to do like abstract with cubism. So I play around with geometrical by African patterns. Also here, like African patterns in cubism and abstract mixed together to show like maybe like modernism or modernization and evolution also. So that's why you try to see here.
Like how much is a piece? Is also like the same price as the
no, the same. It's not actually the same prices. This could be like 150, 150.
Yeah. So like if at all someone watching out there wants to buy a piece from you, like where can he find you?
Look, actually, I have here like that's like a card, and someone can directly Google this name you see on this card, like directly. If I'm to put it up and someone sees it, that's my name. So if someone type, it's Godwin Amanyabiona. So you type in directly on Google, then you will see the projects I've done, the exhibitions I've done, and like and then there's also a website. There's also my Instagram, so you can go in and write me maybe on my Instagram or any contacts you see on there.
Like, what's the name of your website?
You would just, if you type actually,
if you put in this name of
if you put it will put my bio on, like everything comes, like Instagram and the website also comes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
So my name is Vincent Mulinda from Jeruga Coffee, situated here in Germany. We have two companies. One is called Jeruga Export, is found in Kampala, Uganda. That is where we make our logistic in Kampala before the coffee comes to us. We do bring containers of both varieties, Arabica and Robusta, and we have been doing this business since 2018. But at the beginning we started with the green coffee alone, and time came when we saw the demand here in Germany, and we invested in some machinery equipment to roast. So we have a 15 kilo roaster in Kassel, and we have been roasting. We distribute our coffees to different entities, hotels, supermarkets, we are already there, and also online we are present. Our email address is, our website is jeruga.de, www.jeruga.de. Jeruga stands for German Uganda. The first initials German and the last one are Uganda. So we combined that because it is a combination of the two. I was born in Uganda and I came here with a scholarship to study mechanical engineering, which I accomplished some time back. And later on, then my children came with the idea that we also involve ourselves in coffee. And now we established the castle. Our location is the castle, and whoever wants to know more about us, please visit our homepage. Thank you. Yeah.
What inspired me to sell these products is I was recently in Uganda. I came yesterday but one, and some of these products that I have, like the bags, the winter shawls, and the dolls and others, they belong to a friend of mine who passed away in April. So she was a designer and she had an African craft shop, and these are some of the things that she left behind unsold. So when I went to Uganda, I saw that there were so many things that were unsold, and I decided to bring some of them and I sell them off, and then I can send the money back to her family to help her with the rest of the things that they need to take care of. So they are actually not my things. Yes. Yeah, that's it.
Like, how much are the bags?
I'm selling the bags 40 euros. These are design bags. She was designing all this by herself. And
so they are handmade?
Yes, they are handmade, and they are not supposed to be put in a washing machine. So you're supposed to they need really extra care. And she was also making shawls. Her company was called Zawabu. She was making shawls, she was making dolls, she was making all these things that you see here. Yes, so the bags are 40 euros, the shawls are 40 euros, the baskets are 40 euros, and the wall hangings are 25 euros. The doll is 25 euros. And I have very, very nice onion oil. This is from another company. It's really organic, natural, organic hair oil. It's onion, and it's really, really good for our hair. So anyone should grab herself or himself a bottle of organic onion oil from Uganda.
Like, how much is it?
The organic onion oil is only 15 euros.
15 euros?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah. And we also have Ugandan coffee from our own Ugandan people that are making it. The guy is called Louis, and he roasts and packs Ugandan coffee. So, and it's really delicious with a very nice aroma. Yes.
And what type of coffee is that?
The Arabica coffee.
Arabica coffee.
Yes, from Louis. It's 11 euros.
11 euros.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is 200 grams, and it's really nice. Yeah.
Like, I see you still have some stuff here.
This is my neighbor, and yeah, this is my neighbor. These are not my things.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but she also have. Yeah, she's inside. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Penny.
You're welcome.
Und dann haben wir beschlossen, okay, wir verfolgen das weiter. Was wir jetzt brauchen ist, wir müssen da eine Schneiderin, eine Schneidermeisterin, Peter Ander kann mir da sicher behilflich sein, finden, die wir dort hinschicken, um eben wirklich die Qualität so gut zu machen, dass sie mit Anna Meyer und mit Lotenfrei mithalten kann. Ja. Das werden wir sicher schaffen. Und ich habe auch eben mit dem deutschen Botschafter in Kampala korrespondiert. Die werden natürlich wieder dabei sein in Gulu. Und wir beabsichtigen eine Abordnung der bayerischen Gebirgsschützen aus Partenkirchen mitzunehmen. Das sind 10 Musiker, die spielen dann 5 Tage bayerische Musik auf dem Oktoberfest und mit ihren Alphornbläsern. Die sollten eigentlich heute, jetzt hier auftreten, aber einer ist erkrankt, deshalb wird Ihr Auftritt verschoben auf morgen Abend. Also bitte kommt morgen Abend, dann könnt ihr bayerische Kultur auch sehen. Und herzliches Dankeschön an die Models. Vielen Dank an die Organisatoren der Models. Olive, Miss Uganda Germany. Übrigens, Sie machen gerade einen Model Congress, es gibt bald eine neue Miss Uganda Germany. Die Endausscheidung ist bald, gell? Wann?
Accent in Juli. Accent in Juli. Wir haben unser Grand Finale hier von Miss Uganda. Einer von diesen Models nimmt die Krone nach Hause.
Also, wir haben bald Germany's Next Top Model hier. Herzlichen Dank.
Departments and agencies, our distinguished guests, especially our Honorable Consul, leaders and members of the Uganda diaspora community, ladies and gentlemen. It's our great pleasure and immense pride that I welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony of Uganda Cultural and Tourism Festival here in Munich, Germany. On behalf of the Embassy of the Republic of Uganda in Berlin, I extend my sincere appreciation to all of you for taking off the time to join us for this historical occasion. Your presence is a demonstration of growing friendship between Uganda and Germany and of our collective commitment to strengthen our bond. For the first time, we have come together under one platform to showcase the very best that Uganda has to offer in her vibrant culture, tourism potential, business opportunities in trade and investment, and diverse diaspora community. This marks a significant milestone in our mission's economic and commercial diplomacy effort. Celebrating Uganda's rich heritage, Uganda is known as the Pearl of Africa, a name based upon our country because of the extraordinary beauty, diversity, and abundance of natural and cultural treasures. Our nation is blessed with majestic landscapes, abundant wildlife, the source of the Nile River, mountain gorillas, diverse cultures, and most importantly, the warm and welcoming people. We are the 7th most welcoming country in the world. So all of you, you are welcome to visit Uganda. However, beyond the breathtaking scenery lies a rich cultural heritage that tells the story of who we are as people. Uganda is the home of more than 56 indigenous communities, each with unique traditions, languages, music, dance, cuisines, and customs that contribute to the diversity and unity of our nation. The festival is therefore not merely an event, it is a celebration of Uganda's identity, heritage, and shared values. Promotional tourism and economic opportunities. This festival is also an important platform for promoting Uganda's tourism, trade, and investment opportunities. At the same time, Uganda offers significant investment opportunities in agriculture, agro-processing, manufacturing, renewable energy, mining, information technology, and hospitality. I encourage our German friends, investors, tour operators, business leaders, and development partners present today to engage with our exhibitors, tourism professionals, and business representatives to learn more about the opportunities available in Uganda. They are outside here exhibiting. I want to appreciate the Ugandan diaspora. Allow me to pay special tribute to the Ugandan diaspora community in Germany and across Europe. May the leader of the Ugandan diaspora stand up for recognition. Is he inside? Yeah, he is the leader of the Ugandan diaspora. Your commitment, resilience, and patriotism continue to make a meaningful contribution to Uganda's development. Through your investments, remittances, skills transfer, entrepreneurship, and promotion of Uganda abroad, you serve as our ambassadors of the nation Uganda. We want to thank you all. The Embassy of Uganda greatly values your continued cooperation and invites you to join us in the upcoming engagements, including the Independence Day celebrations, and most importantly, this August, on 30th August, we have the Cancer Run. The community, both the Ugandan community in Germany and our German friends, we commonly have this run to support cancer treatment in Uganda. I want to invite you that we have this run on the 30th of August here in Germany, and a specific place will be communicated. I want to thank you. Strengthening Uganda and German bilateral relations. Uganda and Germany enjoy long-standing and cordial relationships based on mutual respect, cooperation, and shared aspiration for sustainable development. We want to thank the government of Germany for this partnership. Germany remains one of the Uganda's most important partners in the areas of trade, investment, education, vocational training, renewable energy, environmental conservation, and development cooperation. This festival further strengthens these ties by creating new opportunities for the cultural exchange, tourism promotion, business networking, and mutual understanding between peoples. Acknowledgement. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to the government of Uganda for its continued support, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, of course our Permanent Secretary here present, the Ugandan Tourism Board, who are also in the room, our sponsors and partners, the government of Germany, the government of Bavaria and local authorities, our dear Honorable Consul. May I request you now to stand up for recognition for the great job you are doing in Uganda. The Uganda community in Germany, I want to thank you very much for hosting our children, hosting our people, employing our people, and even marriages that are happening between us. Cultural groups, exhibitors who are here today, artists, volunteers who have worked tirelessly to make this event possible. Our permanent secretary and chief guest, today is just an inauguration. Tomorrow is a great day for us, and Sunday will be the day to sum up everything. I continue to invite all of you to participate in all. Your support and commitment have transformed this vision into reality. Looking ahead, as we open this inaugural festival, let us see it not as a one-time event, but as the beginning of long-term platform that will continue to strengthen Uganda's visibility in Germany and Europe. It is my desire that this festival will inspire new partnerships, generate new business opportunities, and encourage more visitors to discover Uganda and further strengthen the bond between Uganda and Germany. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, over the next 3 days, I invite you to experience Uganda through its culture, music, dance, and cuisine, tourism attractions, business opportunities, and above all, through the warmth and hospitality of its people. Together, let us celebrate Uganda's diversity, beauty, and the promise. I thank you for your presence and wish you a memorable and successful festival. Before I leave, I want to introduce to you, chief guest, a few people. I will also be helped later by my honorable consul. But most important, I want first to recognize the presence of the German community in this house. German community, we want to welcome. First, introduction about the German community will be done by my honorable consul. I want to introduce to you that the embassy of Uganda in France is represented in this house. The embassy of Rome is represented in this house. The Uganda community in Munich is represented in this house by both the German community and the Ugandan community in Munich. National Social Security Fund are represented in this house. Tourism Board is represented in this house. Ministry of Tourism is represented in this house. State House is represented in this house. Uganda Embassy, Berlin embassies, the Embassy of Zimbabwe and the Embassy of Zambia are represented. I want also to inform you, chief guest, that colleagues from different embassies have come to witness this occasion. Mr. Kies, take my special thanks that you have taken off time for us to come and meet the people of Bavaria and most importantly the people of Germany. But amidst all, we want to thank you for the good work you are doing for the ministry and especially supporting us as missions to have this succeed. May I invite you today to a great celebration of culture exhibition and promotion of trade for Uganda. I welcome you. I'm Ambassador Stephen, Uganda's ambassador based in Berlin and also an ambassador to 10 other countries. Thank you very much. Members of staff, I want also to introduce to you that the diaspora has a desk in the ministry. We have an officer in charge of the diaspora, Ambassador Mohindo. May you stand up for recognition? I want to introduce to you the Ambassador Gideon from representing the ambassador of Moscow. And Mr. Wagonza, representing the State House. Of course, Ambassador Ilion came with Georgina from all the way from Russia. We want to welcome you. I will introduce others as we go. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Excellency. And on that note, allow me also introduce a few people that are working with us. We have the mighty team, the diaspora community here in Munich that we've been working with closely. Madam Lillian and your team. We really appreciate. We have the chairman, Mr. Isaac Muta, who's right behind you. He's the chairman of Uganda in Munich. He's always doing a great service to Uganda. Where the embassy is not, they're always present to ensure that everything is in order. Thank you so much, the Ugandan community. We also have, like Ambassador said, we have members from the Uganda Tourism Board, led by Mr. Vivian Liazi, who is the Commissioner, Ministry of Tourism, but also the board member, Uganda Tourism Board. Thank you so much for coming. We have the mighty team. Uganda is a coffee country. I don't know how many of you love coffee? Wow. Amidst us, we have one gentleman, his engineer Mulindra. He came all the way from Kassel. Mr. Mulindra and your wife. That gentleman is one of the Ugandans that imports Ugandan coffee here in Germany. We appreciate. He owns a company also, Uganda Coffee. We have Friends of Uganda. The Zimbabwe team kindly stand up for recognition. Our friends from the Zimbabwe Embassy in Berlin. Zambia Embassy in Berlin. They dropped all the way from Berlin yesterday, but there was too much traffic, and I think they arrived at 2 a.m. Thank you so much. They also have an exhibition store out there. They'll be showcasing Zambia. We have the Ugandan community, members of the Ugandan community. We really appreciate you. Thank you for listening to our call. It is a Friday, that's why you don't see many of them. But at least many of them registered, and they will be with us later on for the 3 days. But because of duty calling, they had to go up first, but they will be with us in the evening because the session goes all the way into the night. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me at this juncture invite Dr. Wolfgang to come and do the honors of inviting the chief guest tonight. Thank you.
kati nange ngenda kuleeta ttiimu y'abasajja tubalage. Nina ttiimu yange nazze nayo, nalese ttiimu yange tugenda kulabako abakyala gye tuli. Abakulu, mujja. This is Uganda. This is how we celebrate. In Uganda, we don't have audience and the performer. We all do it community. Of course, we celebrate together.
Welcome to a beautiful edition of the Cultural Festival here in Munich, and today is the first day. We're gonna have every beautiful dance from Uganda. It is just the beginning. Yeah. I am seeing the Ugandan boys in white. Thank you. Yes. Welcome to the Northern region. Yes, this dance is very energetic. You have to use a lot of energy. The beautiful contestant number 10. All the way from Bellyfield. She doesn't live in Munich, so she came a long way. And let's support our beautiful Miss Uganda queens. Yeah. Rocking SC fashions. The beautiful Jalia. Yeah. And right now, let me introduce the beautiful lady behind the beautiful collection that you see right there. Essie Fashions! It's because I love you, baby. I really love you, baby. You're making better. She is Essie Fashion. Feel free to take a nice walk. She's our beautiful designer for those beautiful pieces that you saw. Thank you so much, Essie Fashion. And tomorrow we're gonna have another edition of the fashion show. You mesmerize me as they take their last walk. Guys, let's clap for these ladies. They do a lot of work. Walking in those hills is not easy, yeah? Hey. The confident ladies, as they take their last walk. This is our beautiful Muna Uganda, all the way from Heidelberg. Hey. And she speaks very nice Luganda. Hey, Nakabila Kaman. She's the beautiful Malaika, all the way from Munich. Let's support the ladies. The modeling journey is not easy. And tomorrow we are going to have the other edition of the fashion show with our traditional wear. Yeah? That's the ladies. That's the beautiful Elizabeth. Contestant number 3. Supporter for Miss Uganda Germany. Kakurimu Mukalavie. Thank you, ladies. Our beautiful contestant number 5, all the way from Munich. Munich is blessed to have very many models. We hope the crown is coming. All cities have been represented, so the competition is tight. Our beautiful ladies, thank you as they take their last walks for the evening. Saying where am I not on stage tomorrow? I will do the work tomorrow. And by the way, I'm the CEO of Miss Uganda Germany. I am the brains behind those beautiful ladies. So right now they are going to do their final work as they go to off the stage. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you. Thank you so much for today. Thank you so much for the support. And tomorrow we are going to make it bigger and better. Tomorrow we are going to have our traditional wares and another designer in the house. I'll also walk the runway tomorrow. Those of you that missed, you didn't see my walk, my friend. You didn't miss. You didn't see. Tomorrow in the evening I will do the walk. Sample. Just sample, but I don't have heels. It is unfair. It is okay without heels. DJ, I'm a very confident woman. These things are very small. DJ, play that song. And I show them. This confidence you have in me is very bad. I want a nice song for modeling. No, I am a Miss Independent woman. Are we together? So, thank you so much as I take the final walk on this stage. I would like to thank you so much. Tomorrow, let's all come in big numbers. tomorrow is going to be a busy day and a beautiful day. We have big performances. All of you know that we have Shiba in the house, our beautiful artists from Uganda. We have our beautiful DJs from Uganda. So don't miss tomorrow. It's going to be another edition of fun. Yeah? My Ugandan boys over here, are you okay? These are Ugandan boys. DJ, are you ready? As we close the evening, are you ready? Jesus
the guests from whichever countries that you have come from, the diaspora community, good afternoon. I'm not hearing the voices. I am Ajako Alice, I'm Senior Immigration Officer, but very privileged to be part of this community. Just to see the numbers and see your very own outside there, it is very nice. It's a nice feeling. Otherwise, you're all welcome. Not to dwell so much, I really feel this should be an interactive engagement. I don't want to talk and talk and talk, because I'll talk and someone will say, oh, she didn't mention this, she didn't mention the other. My colleague was here yesterday, and I think he made a presentation, but I would prefer that we have an interactive engagement. Yes, when it comes to, I don't know whether I could start by telling you what immigration is, what we do, but basically, it's all about issuance of passports, issuance of visas and passes, issuance of certificate of residences and permits. But yes, we are here. This is the community that is in the diaspora. What do you need as Ugandans here? I believe those who are students need to study without any interruption. If you're a community that is outside, you need to stay and be able to be connected with the home people. And how do we do it? I think this is one of them. It's one of the things that has just started, but my plea to the organizers that we continue having this every year. It has started now, but I would believe that the following year we should have a bigger community coming from whichever country. Like I said, I would prefer this to be an interactive engagement. I will throw back to you. Where are your issues? How do you feel? What do you think you need to be able to be connected to the whole country? Other than saying, yes, someone is holding a German passport, this one is holding an Australian passport, whatever. But how do we remain connected with the home country? Because ours is to facilitate. So I would want to know from you, want to hear from you, where you feel you need to be better. Because if you are that is why immigration is here for you. If it's okay, I would prefer that we have an engagement, an interaction. I don't want to dominate the floor.
Anyone?
I don't know whether it's okay or you still feel I need to take you through. I don't know whether it's okay.
Anyone with a question, raise your hand so that I support you and bring the microphone over.
Thank you so much, Madam. I want to ask a question that has been asked to me very many times, and it's a question of access to new sciences and immigration. I know that maybe for us to have access to the embassy, or our people who can access the embassy, they might not quickly access immigration services. And I would like to ask you the fourth question. Have you considered bringing at every huge nation like Berlin is a big nation to put immigration services there?
Thank you so much. First of all, I would say what the embassy does is a replica of what is done at headquarters based way back at home in Kampala. Immigration services, for example, passports, embassy renews, embassy even receives fresh applications. And what I need to warn you is avoid the scam websites. Ours is clear. Whenever you are applying for a passport, please, it is passports.go.ug. Once you have put in your applications, it will give you what you said. It fills a form. It's a form. You fill out the form. After you fill out the form, there is a photo. Submit, and your application is received at the embassy, and your due date is done. And it's only $250, $250 Uganda shillings. Remember, when you apply for a passport, there is nothing like express. I heard someone say yesterday, no, when I apply today, I get my passport within a short period. Now remember, the printing is done back home. So you cannot expect to apply today and possibly get it in the next 2-3 days. It can't work that way. You have to give it time. The printing is done in Kampala, and it is sent back this other side using the courier services at the embassy, and then you get a message, you get notified. I mean, the notification will come to you, or they will say that I give you a call. And the passport is ready to print within you can print it. But at least you give it time, not 2-3 days, not 1 week. Thank you. I hope I've answered that question. Thank you. And then the other thing, possibly, like I said, is going to be an interactive thing. Yes, I know we have Uganda out. Someone mentioned here is supported marriage is married here. Now we have issues of or you have acquired a German passport, whichever country it is. Usually when you're coming home, you know you're supposed to apply for visa to come to Uganda, especially if you have not acquired a Ugandan passport. Remember, you first pronounce, but then you will want to know, okay, you want to become a Ugandan, not completely get off. So you apply for a dual citizenship. So when you have a dual citizenship, then it allows you to hold your German passport and then also the Ugandan passport, but with the certificate of residency. Now, that one, when you hold both, it doesn't require you to apply for visa. Because you have the Ugandan passport, you just come in, only the ticket and you come home. But now, if you have the German passport and you don't have a dual citizenship, please, we request you to apply for a visa. A visa website is visas.immigration.go.ug. And we always advise people to do that early enough. You cannot get to the airport, and then when you go to the airport, then you tell us, oh, wait a minute, I've forgotten to apply for my visa to go to Uganda. I keep equating it like when you're going to your village, you're in Uganda and you're going back home. Won't you prepare? You will prepare and say, I need this, I need that. So even the visa, I will imagine someone, if you're traveling to Uganda, then you need to apply it early enough, enable you be able to enter the country without any inconvenience. And it's only $50, which is an entry point to give every month. But 3 months is extendable, another 2, and then another 1. Average should be 6 months on average for every entry that you have entered Uganda. And this only allows you to be within Uganda. But if you're getting out of Uganda, then you will have, and you're going to another country, that's how we introduce this other East African Tourist Visa, which allows you to go within the 3 countries in the region. That is Uganda, Rwanda, and Kenya. Any other?
Thank you so much. My question is, I stayed in Berlin for a long time, and many people are asking me or asking us, we Ugandan community in Berlin want to talk about the dual citizenship. So the question is, there is a way where we can say, okay, I have like 5 people or 6 people, they need a dual citizenship or passport. We gather, they gather themselves, and they give as a group. So they need actually when it will come, and you work on that, you work on them, and then they get their passport together. I don't know whether I understand. Yeah, like this.
You're talking about a group. Because now remember, these certificates are given to an individual, but it doesn't, you don't feel it as a group, right? Yeah. I don't know that.
No, I mean like as we, it is so difficult to apply, or like it stays long, it delays and what, and this system. There is a system where like, okay, Berlin, they have 5 people, they need passports. And then you put this timeline, that okay, this timeline is the Berlin people, they applied, we work on them, we apply them, okay guys, you apply individual of course, they don't as a group. So you have their filers, that this is Berliner, they applied, and you work on them in time, and then they get their passport.
I think your issue is on the delays. Could it be so? Especially for those citizenship. So now remember, Berlin does not have a government party. We will not take the government news from Berlin, especially if you apply for those citizenship. So in our recommendation, we bring it to our experience because we don't have a report for this, but we recommend that if Berlin would have an immigration attaché with an enrollment center, so that when you have applied and it is clear, you have applied and done all the due diligence, okay? Then we can have an enrollment center, but the things to be in the printing of the certificates of dual citizenship is done in Kampala, and then they are brought back for you to see. So that will be part of our recommendation. That has been
Thank you so much. I had a lot of questions, but I think yesterday some of them were tackled, and but I still have small issues. Yesterday we were promised that they are trying to find a way how our family members who don't have passports, how they can make it easier for them when we are going through immigration when we are in Uganda before they get their German passports. At the moment when they haven't had them yet, could you try to be a little bit lenient? I was last week in Uganda, And my son, I had to line up for my son. After I had finished, midnight, I was so tired. The guy told me, go back and line up for yourself. Yes, because he has a German passport, I have a Ugandan passport. I had to line up twice. Really, couldn't he really work on both of us? It's one counter. Secondly, could there be a training for the guys that the immigration has been attending? They are so mean. They are so impolite. On my coming back, I found the lady, she was so hungry. I said, hello, good morning, it's early in the morning, I expect her to be maybe a little bit sleepy. And she kept on looking at me, staring at me like this. I didn't know what to give her, And I'm like, what can I give you? It took her 2 minutes to respond to me, staring at me like, could there be a training on how they can really be nice? Ugandans, we are really lovely people. We are welcoming people. Everywhere in the world, we are known to be welcoming. I don't know what is wrong with the immigration guys at the Entebbe airport.
You had a Ugandan passport, and then the child was cleared, and later they had to tell you to go back. It's very unfortunate that they had to do that. But usually priority is given to parents and children, and then if I have come with my child before you, there's no way that you have to tell me to, yes, apologies for that. I will take it up, that has been noted. The other one of the training, honestly, it is something that is not laid out. We always give training on customer care, the staff, and this is routine. But we shall still take it up and pursue that and make sure that the officers are professional in being there. But immigration overall, I know, someone will look at you and say, oh, and because I'm home, I expect you welcome home. But we are sorry, because I can see they have the from traffic. It's an issue which is really needs to be handled, but we shall handle it. We shall handle it and follow it up and provide this to
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome, our visitors from Germany and elsewhere in Europe. And thank you for those who have come to attend this important convention on tourism. My name is Edward Katimbo Kawenja, a citizen of Uganda. Living here for a long time. As a Ugandan, I've got a lot of experiences, most especially when I always go home to visit my family. The thing is about the immigration. Whenever I come back to Uganda, I get a lot of problems. When I provide my passport, the officer, sometimes a lady, came and took my passport away and she hid it there. And every time I go home at my age, when I give my passport, they tell me this is not my passport. Then I tell them, who is the owner of this passport? They say, no, you are not the one. I argue and argue. The second thing is, when I'm coming back, there is a gentleman, his name is Awesa. He gives me problems every time I'm weighing my matoke, banana, those who don't know matoke. He tells me, put on this weighing scale. I put, no, this one I don't trust it. As if I'm the one working at the airport to know. So I get a lot of problems. I noted this man, and one time I was so angry. I know my right, most especially when I'm at home. I told this man, point blank, you, Mr. Kawesa, why do you always trouble me? Why do you always trouble? So me, in my capacity as a citizen, I find it because I can express myself. But there are some people who cannot speak for themselves. We face real problems, and I'm one of the victims. Even one time I tried to write in the newspaper complaining that unfortunately I never got a lead. So, our dear, what can we do? What have you done to improve the service for the people traveling back home to visit their families? Like me, who has many times suffered because I don't know. Maybe sometimes I look young. For my age, this could be a reason, I don't know. Can you please try to express that? Thank you.
First of all, I would love to understand. You say the officer, that immigration says the passport, you are not the owner. So I need to know, do you hold two passports?
No. I hold only one passport. I'm a Ugandan. I'm meant to be a Ugandan for my life.
Then another one I wanted to find out. Firstly, maybe the officer was doubting your residence in the country where you're coming from.
Excuse me?
The residence of where you're staying.
Yeah, I'm staying here in Germany. I have everything.
Back to you,
no, they give me problems. They tell me that I am not the owner of this passport. When I'm entering and when I'm coming out. This is the first time I went back home in 2005 after spending 5 years here. I got the same problem, and the officer was telling me this passport has to stay here. I told him even if I need to get another passport, I need this one because those days, as we are here now, we used to travel with our passports, and you know the way that here, the ink they used to sign with those passports. Sometimes used to, when you put some water, it is. But then I told her, then even if I need to replace this passport, I need the old one. Until there was something because of the sun, that time, as a person knew after 5, 6 years, not going back home, I couldn't read what she wrote. And then I asked her to read what she has written, and she told me, I have written, you are advised to replace. And I still have all the passports that I've ever had in my life.
Thank you for that clarification. But I think on the old passports, yes, because of the handwritten, especially the signature of the passport control officer. But now with the new ones, we don't have that issue. So I don't know whether this still applies with the e-passport that you have. So that is so?
A long time, the e-passport now, since I got it, I've been once or twice home.
Because I don't think that one gives you issues. If still does, then
yes.
I will request to have a passport look at the passport that you
Okay, but unfortunately, I don't have it either.
No, it's okay. I'll still share my contact with you so that you can see where is the issue. But otherwise, our money is still for that.
But the major issue was somebody will come in the line, pick me, even if I'm not the one on the front, take my passport and hide it somewhere. Then I come, I wait, it's not coming back. When I got the destination, it's not there, somebody else. I tell them somebody came and put my passport place until they have to check everywhere until they find it. Is this normal?
Of course it's not.
It is.
Now, I just want to find out how long ago were you?
Yes, please.
How long ago were you?
How long?
Were you in Uganda?
The last I was there at 2025, January. Yes.
You can still follow me.
Okay. Thank you. Mostly for other people who don't have the voice to talk for themselves.
Thank you. Perhaps one last question.
Greetings to you all. My question was instruction, but I had a problem that happened when we went for tours in National Falls. I was with my man and my daughter, and we decided to go to the National Falls. And what happened, I know that we have to pay for our payments for entering the park. I said with my man. And the driver, when we were getting out, because we had to go back to Kampala after we tour at the beginning, the driver lives in the same place. It's called, let me check it out, Nyoya. It's not very far from the park exactly. So what I knew that he is a resident in this park. And they made us to pay for him because he's going to drive through the park. And I'm asking, okay, if I had no driver outside of the park, I have to pay for him. It's my responsibility. But this person is a resident, and he has his car, and he has to pay to go out. And I'm asking myself, if he's a resident, why don't they just make it simple for the residents to pay at least a very little amount when they are getting out? It should be not that they have to pay a full amount. They have to pay for him the whole amount. On my side, it doesn't make sense. Because our hotel was exactly in this park inside. Yeah.
Thank you for that explanation. But what you have asked, I think, does not relate specifically in question.
It's about tourism.
It's about tourism. Exactly. But now ours is to ensure you have, now you call someone a man. Don't know if it's a husband, a friend, or he's just a man.
Yeah. My husband.
That is a better one. I said you to say my husband. Yes, so ours is to regulate entry and exit. Okay? Now when you come to the park, I think that is not administration mandate. I think someone else will come and answer that question. But again, there's something I had forgotten. It said when you check things in Matoke. I remember he mentioned about the Matoke. Matoke, that is not still immigration. That is the other side before you even actually get immigration list. For us is to ensure we have given you smooth exit out of entry. So unless, I think your question, someone else will answer it. And then this other one, yes, we shall not leave it hanging, but see that goes to a problem. That where is the issue? Because if someone is changing in the luggage, I'm carrying my Matoke, why would you question and say this and that? You are supposed to participate, especially we all know when some people said you want to carry the whole of Uganda to Europe. But because of the limited kilograms and restrictions, but we shall still bring it up and share it with the relevant authorities. Thank you.
I've been requested to allow 3 questions, and also to add in terms of the presentations we are going to have today, we will have someone from the Uganda Tourism Board who is taking note of that, the question you asked, and will be able to speak to it. So.
Thank you so much. And I already have a question, but then I had 2 seconds. I remember in today's studies were on marathon and then has carried some kind of groceries. In my opinion, if the product says you're not supposed to carry certain foods, then it should be that I shouldn't carry it. Then the people in the uniform, I'm sorry to say that, the officers, they're like, or you're not allowed to take things, say avocados and stuff, but then someone else is like, oh, just give me like 20K, and then I'm going to allow you to crack it.
or just even like his cake was so fast out because I remember I had to pay around like 10K to like add for inflation and then like $10 and everything. So in my opinion, I feel like that's kind of robbery and it's not professional. And then the second part happened when I was coming back recently in Network. And the worst certain people are treated, in my opinion, is still not really right. And I'm sorry again, the people in the uniform. I remember I had 2 lines, and then people were talking like it's unique or something like that. And they were really harshly treated and then told or given certain words of like, to soup or stuff like that. And for a professional, I don't think that's really good. And then some people are kind of treated really well. Oh, you didn't press here, you didn't press there. And then this one is like, no, we say wait, to money that would take. Like, I don't think that's really right. And I would appreciate if maybe that kind of puts a professional line. Thank you.
When you talk about mentioned about did you talk about the fish, avocado, because just a moment, and you are saying people in remember, Ethiopian Airlines has the same uniform. And when you talk about the luggage and not the passport, because ours is through with the travel. So if you see someone else talk about matoke or avocado, you know that is not the because Ethiopian Airlines have put on the same uniform like ours.
Yeah, you're right, but then they were speaking Uganda, so definitely.
So that is why you get that situation. I would now expect you to tell me maybe at the point of exit, someone who passport takes your biometric, takes your photo, and stamps on your passport. That is the interest. Okay. When it comes to overhead, I think that is not ours. Then I've also taken note, still it comes to customer care. It is something that we have been doing over and over. It is routine. We need to change the officers. The attitude when you see something is coming from outside, and especially home people, really, home is home. This is the way it's home is based. So we always take it up and still talk to officers, and at times next time, in fact, we are not supposed to have, this is how we are supposed to do something. You mark your name so that anybody before you should be able to say, oh, this is a chap who is clear. Next time you see them doing that, just read out and say, but this is how you're supposed to raise. You should be able to see your name and take it up. Because it's easy for you to report an individual generalizing that is all information.
Okay, you're presenting for my baby first. Thinking that there's one person here who we can maybe talk to.
Husband, me and my family, it works for both countries. So how do you help us? Because I was one of the people that were bounced, and it was not so nice.
Now, what happens is previously the ESC, the 3 countries, that was Uganda, Rwanda, and Kenya, agreed that we have the East African Paris visa. But along the way, Kenya changes. Okay? Kenya changes, and they are using the East. To ensure that we speak the same language, we have the same visa, so that it helps people who are coming from out. That one is for policy. I'll forward it, but it's an issue which is important to everyone. Because the East African Paris visa is not important thing. Because if it's Rwanda, we're not speaking the same language, and that's why the issues are coming in. We're not speaking the same language, but suppose we are in 2 consultations, we're supposed to have one visa for the East African countries, the 8 East African countries. So I think still, if success, then we shall be able to do the communication.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being elaborate on those questions, and the beauty is that you're around, your colleague as well. So anybody who has questions, please approach them. Don't
leave without getting her number, don't leave without having whatever the experiences you've had shared with her, so that she takes note and we improve systems. Thank you so much.
I want to take this opportunity for recognizing people, recognizing volunteers for having given us this chance to be here to present the community. To me, I take it as a learning experience, and even to see how best we can be able to bring this gaps. You see, you can never be perfect. You can't be perfect. Even when you try as much, you can never be perfect. But when you bring in these ideas and take it positive, because this is where we need to see that the services that we offer to you are the best and for your satisfaction. Otherwise, I appreciate me. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to see all this big team, and I'm even told you should expect more. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for listening.
the marketing manager at the Uganda Tourism Board. And we've been working this journey with the embassy here in Berlin throughout the roadshow, telling you about exciting things back home. And mine is a very simple one of the simplest jobs, because by the time I get here, everyone has talked about the beauty and exciting things you can have in Uganda. But I'll just ground you a little more in the story about Uganda. I know in the audience we have majority diaspora people, right? So I can imagine by the end of my story today, you probably are thinking about not just visiting but also considering a bit of investment opportunities when it comes to tourism. So yeah, I'll kick it off. I think many of you know why we're called the Pearl of Africa. Do we have people in here who actually know where this beautiful name came from? Any takers from Uganda? You know, I'll tell you the story. Those who remember, your history. About 1907, we had this famous former British Prime Minister visit Africa. We all know Sir Winston Churchill. We remember Sir Winston Churchill, one of the greatest Prime Ministers that UK has had. He went on an expedition in Africa, which started, I think, from the Cape and was traversing to the north. When he landed in Uganda, he was blown away by the beauty that he saw. Here is a country, very small, I think it's just 2/3 of Germany. But in this very small piece of Africa was everything he probably would have wanted to see in the whole of Africa. So when he goes back to report to the Queen at that, in that time, he had to write a very beautiful journal specifically dedicated to the beauty of Uganda. That's how we come to be called the Pearl of Africa. Coming from a very credible place for people who appreciate, our beauty. But to ground you more in that, I have a video which I want to play. I hope the sound is on. Okay, no sound. But I'll make sure the embassy does get you that video. But it was just summarizing everything beautiful about Uganda. But for people who probably are new to Uganda, I'll just run through a few basics. Next. So, when you look at the screen right now, you will notice that it's not by accident that we're called the pearls. Pearls are also very small, but very, very precious. And right there, with the red dot right at the heart of Africa is Uganda. Landlinked, bordered by Kenya, Tanzania, and Congo, crossed by the equator, seated, just on the equator, which gives us, the beautiful climate and beautiful weather that we always talk about. If you go to the next, and it's just a summary of what Uganda is about. So, like I say, it's not a very big country, 2/3 of Germany, but we do have a population of about 48 million. I don't know how many people are in Germany, but I'm sure we have a more, a higher population density in Uganda. The majority of these 48 million people, half of these people are very young Ugandans. Half of these people are below the age of 30, all of them English speaking, very, very hospitable people and ready to do business with the world. What does the positioning of Uganda come with? You will see that Uganda is one of the most biodiverse countries, and biodiversity, I'm talking about the plenty of flora and fauna that you find in this bite-sized country of ours. And we also pride ourselves in being one of the most friendliest countries in the world. We've been stable for 40 years, no disturbance, a lot of peace in our country, which has given way to, open doors for business and, a lot of the tourism that we're talking about. So this is just a snapshot of what our defined as biodiversity. If you take your time to look at the screen, you realize those who have done safaris before, you'll find that Uganda is one of the few countries which will offer you more than just a safari. So while the world talks about the big five, Uganda talks about the big seven. So those who have done safaris, I know there are many of you in here who have done safaris. The best you will find in another country is the big five. But if you took time to come visit Uganda, you will have an opportunity to see what we call the big seven. And for us, it's everything you'll see elsewhere. Then you add the chimpanzees and gorillas, which find their home in Uganda. We also pride ourselves as being the primate capital of the world. And this is also from very good grounding. What makes us the primate capital of the world is the fact that we have over 15 species of primates. So you're talking about the gorillas, you're talking about the chimpanzees, you're talking about another 13 species of monkeys, all which you will only find in the Pearl of Africa. Now, there's also something very unique about Uganda. So small as it is, we also have a lot of tribes. We often pride ourselves in that one country that finds a lot of unity amidst all the diversity. So you're talking about over 55 tribes. Now each of these tribes comes with unique cultural experiences, unique culinary experiences. All that comes together into one cultural melting pot, and that is Uganda. And when you come over, you're certainly going to experience African culture in ways that you probably never experienced. So a very rich opportunity for us to share this culture with all of you. And while at this, and I know where tourism is going, we often say we have to be as sustainable as much as possible. So ours is also a tourism that does deliver on existence with our community. So everything that we do will always have a trickle down effect on the communities where all these attractions are. And what you see on the screen is one of those rare tribes we actually have in Uganda. We call them the Batwa. This is a tribe that at a point almost lost their own language. The numbers were getting a lot smaller, but we also found it very purposeful to make sure that these rare tribes do coexist with our tourism. So these are the tribes you'll find close to the areas where you go to trek your mountain gorillas, one of our most premium tourism propositions. But we find it fit to make sure they are part of the value chain. And this is the experience that also we explain to you when you come over to do gorilla trekking. So we call them the keepers of our forests, because in there we make sure they are able to sustainably live in good engagement with the environment that comes with gorilla trekking. Now, when I dig deeper into culture, and I know, I can never do justice to all the cultures that we have. So over 55 tribes, each of them will definitely give you a very colorful canvas of experience when it comes to culture. But this is just a snapshot of the uniqueness of the culture that we have. And I'm going to speak just about a few of them. Of late, you hear Uganda is in the news for the long-horned cattle. There are, very, very unique species of cows that you will find only in Uganda, but most recently we found a lot of interest from other countries like South Africa that are now, importing them. But these are well grounded in one of the most unique cultures we have in Uganda, the polyculture. And there's a beautiful story. The Kama, I think yesterday we had some beautiful dances from the town here, which is inspired by some of the things you see here, like the long-horned cattle. Beyond just that, we also happen to be home to one of the oldest monarchs that you probably hear about. When the colonialists made their way into Africa, made it to Uganda, we were very, very surprised to find a very uniquely organized community in the Baganda, one of the biggest tribes in Uganda. These people had very well organized court systems, very organized parliament systems, and to date, they still talked about as some of the most organized monarchs that have existed. But for us, this is not history. We call it living history because it's still with us. When you come to Uganda, you can actually experience all these kingdoms that still intact, pushing their culture, but also most important, we're trying to preserve them for a lot more generations. Now, the slide you see right now on your screen speaks to a bit of history. Those who remember your history so well, the earliest traces of the Homo sapien, who is the species that we are, were found in Tanzania, right? But not so far from that is Uganda, which also we say is also the cradle of humanity. And in some of our caves, you find these prehistoric paintings that do date back many, many years, that also give us a bit of connection to the beginning of mankind in the region. So these are things we have preserved, and we have also opened up to the world to come and experience. For us, it's not just having them here, but they also inspire us to give to this very day. I think on another occasion I'll tell you how we ended up with our Explore Uganda logo, but a lot of inspiration also comes from these amazing history that we have in a country like ours. The one thing you also learn about Uganda is, much as we're blessed with a lot of flora and fauna, we're also very blessed in terms of landscapes. So Uganda happens to be seated in the Great Rift Valley, for those who know about the Great Rift Valley. And this has given way to an amazing topography. So we will find that a country like ours will range from having the biggest freshwater lake in the world. You have some of the highest peaks, mountain peaks on the continent. You have a lot of crater lakes, which is all experience that you find in this outside country of ours. But to just extend a bit of this experience to the rest of you, we often have these specific experiences added to your amazing experience when you come. This is just one of many. I usually call it nature's spa because for us, a spa, you may not always require to go into a room and close yourself for a steam. For us, we can actually take time and go into nature itself and enjoy these unique experiences thanks to our topography. Like I spoke about, we are seated right at the equator. The beauty that comes with us being at the equator will have less, this was Uganda will have less people flying themselves. On the hottest day, because our average temperature will be about 25 degrees, and this is all year round. And this is also a very unique feature to expect from the equator. The work physics will tell us the equator will be the hottest point on Earth. But in Uganda, you even find opportunity of snow on some of our peaks, which is such an interesting phenomenon. And as I dig deeper into culture, we also have an evolving culture. We also have a lot of contemporary culture that also has gone alongside our original cultures. We have one of the biggest festivals on the African continent. Those of you who have heard about it, I know in the other audiences there are people who have actually been there in Uganda. Nyegejege is a contemporary cultural festival which is set up right on the river Nile, and that's the longest river in the world. The uniqueness about this experience is this is one of the few festivals you enjoy well in the background. The backdrop of that is the amazing rapids and flows of the Nile, because it's set up at the bank. It's one of the biggest we have on the continent, and in fact, a lot of people even aspire bringing in at least one of the highest tourism numbers we often have every year. And when I speak about the more I speak about the equator, it also speaks about the fact that we have a very good climate throughout the year. What that climate has done for us is to make sure we also have some of the best culinary experiences. So you're speaking about some of the most organic foods you'll find on earth. We're talking about some of the sweetest foods. I'm sure you've heard from many corners that Uganda has the sweetest pineapple in the world. But I don't want to tell you that you may have to experience it yourself. So when you find time and make your way to Uganda, make sure you try our amazing organic foods. But beyond that, a lot of our different tribes will also offer you a rich tapestry of a culinary experience. So what you see right there is one of the most prestigious meals that is given to the most important people that come over in our homes, and those are our guests. Enjoy it right on the ground with your hands, no forks. But that's the best way you experience, our unique flavors. So Uganda has also reinvented the Rolex. A lot of you know the Rolex as what? Who owns the Rolex here? Hey, I should carry a few Rolexes next time. But Uganda has reinvented the Rolex. So we often say in Uganda, we eat Rolex. Maybe that's why no one has a Rolex here, because we've eaten all of them. But for us, it is the most unique signature street food that we have in Uganda, and it's been reported about on CNN. We've gotten a lot of feedback from people who have tried it. Yet it's a very simple, basic meal. Your omelette rolled in chapati with all the beautiful ingredients that come from our motherland. But most important, it really has to be on the streets. That's when it tastes best. So we encourage you to come over and enjoy this unique, street food that we have in the country. I believe we have many coffee lovers here. I think it's the time I've been here, it's not a secret almost. Every German or every diaspora person I've met loves coffee, right? And until recently, Uganda has not been on the map when people speak about coffee. Yet, some of the best coffee you're actually enjoying today is actually from Uganda. And we do have also a rich history when it comes to coffee. Some of the earliest traces of coffee trace back to some of our volcanic mountains in Uganda. So while the world is yet to know that we have the best coffee, we also want you to know the story behind the world's best coffee. And for us, when you come to Uganda, we want you to make sure you don't just take the coffee, but you walk through the journey of this amazing coffee and understand what makes it amazing. So we've crafted a very good trail which will walk you through from the moment the coffee bean is planted in the ground. You will take time to go through the farm with the local farmers, and this is something which is very inclusive. A lot of this done by our women. This journey walks till the point when you are able to grind your own coffee and make your own coffee cup. think you would love to go through that story to see how the best coffee in the world is made. And this just doesn't happen anywhere. One of the most fascinating places you'll find this experience is in the east of the country, which we also dub the land of 1,000 waterfalls. In this amazing trail, you'll see amazing waterfalls. If you've heard of the city falls. And this will definitely help you understand why this is actually the world's best coffee. But this is something that's available for everyone to come and partake in Uganda. Uganda also has a rich both cultural and historic connection when it comes to religion. If we are to take you back to where probably Christianity made its way into Africa, we had a lot of resistance, so we did have our own traditional beliefs. And when the missionaries made their way to Uganda, they happened to have convinced a lot of young people to join the Christian faith. But there was a lot of resistance because they were all political and cultural concerns. So what happened was we ended up offering the world the biggest number of martyrs. So these young men were killed for the faith. But the aftermath of that was these martyrs paved way for Christianity in the whole of Africa. So acceptance was both from their own end. But for us, it's something we hold with a lot of historical and cultural weight.
Projects, if you're familiar with this kind of projects. And my question here, just as to get up to I am here. How is the Uganda Tourism Board actively working to preserve, promote, and integrate indigenous knowledge systems and the cultural heritage of Uganda's more than 50 tribes into the national tourism product, while ensuring that these communities benefit directly and sustainably from tourism through cultural tourism, community-led experiences, as well as the protection of traditional knowledge. Am I understandable? Thank you, because I just saw a message on the screen. You depicted Batwa. And in most of the projects that are done under the EU, they emphasize that for all the projects to be done, you have to integrate indigenous knowledge. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very, very interesting. And I think the fact that you saw something in the presentation already connecting sustainability with indigenous rights shows the step we have taken so far. And I'll tell you, we also don't work in isolation. The government has put up a dedicated agency which is working around our culture, our museums, to make sure we preserve these indigenous rights of ours. But most important, when we also come up and package them as actual products, because we cannot be the authors of culture. Culture is the preserve of the tribes and indigenous people. But we have gone ahead to package these as also tourism products, because we want to encourage people to be who they are and sell that authenticity to our guests. One of the things we often encourage are homes, what we call the homestays. So homestays are, maybe I'm living somewhere in Ginger, and I have a partner tour operator who may have guests coming to Ginger, and I'll offer to host them in my own house, live my own life, eat my food, eat my culture, and pay the fee, which goes directly to these individuals. So those are some of the initiatives we have in place, because we know the most authentic products we have is actually our culture, and this is indigenous. So we are certainly cognizant of the fact that they are important. We are trying to make sure they are well preserved. We do have also a dedicated piece, gender and culture, specifically to make sure all these things are in the right shape. But also, I know when we commercialize them, then it gives a lot more motivation for people to keep their culture. And that's one of the things, as a marketing agency, we also try to do. And of course, we work with a few of our donor partners like the EU, and I'll tell you, they did a very big job in making sure, for instance, the Batwa people live in harmony and also benefit. What you see when you come over to Treka Gorillas, you won't just walk into the forest and start. You find these people, they will entertain you, they will dance with you, they will be doing all the rituals that they grew up knowing about, how to, not say in here, but make sure you experience with the gorillas as well. And these are points where transactions happen between the tourists and the community of Gorilla. I don't know if I can answer that question.
Do you have a database, a digital database, for example, if you work in researchers and you're interested to come up with a concept notes, because that is always the first thing when you're budgeting your project. Do you have a database, separate database, where the research can be picked up? Because you look at the Ministry of Tourism, things like indigenous knowledge here and there. Do we have a central database in place that we can access?
I think when we talk about the topic of culture, it's actually a very close function also.
if you give us a bite, we'll bring back the festival. DJ, sample, okay? Thank you.
I want to welcome you all to this great function. I will introduce you in groups. We have delegates from everywhere, but I will introduce you as the PS arrives. However, at this moment, I want to assure you that we are in good hands. Right now, we have the Dean of Ambassadors of Uganda, who is none but Her Excellency the Ambassador of Uganda in Rome, Ambassador Elizabeth Apio. Thank you very much, Ambassador, for coming. You will say the word to the public when the PS is here. The PS is with us, and he will be soon here to launch your organization. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Excellency. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We can't thank you enough. I have seen functions where people organize, the food is there, the music is there, but when people don't turn up, then it is not a good function. Give yourselves a big hand clap. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we are welcoming the fashion show. Olivia can help me to introduce this as they come. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Without wasting your time, allow me to introduce you the beautiful Miss Uganda contestants as they present their fashion show. And please don't forget to vote for them. DJ, you ready? The first contestant. She's coming all the way from Cologne. Okay.
I'm stuck between two worlds. Loving my missus.
The ladies are gonna be presenting
so sexy.
Aliyah Fashion House.
Beyonce, what you take like Beyonce, I'm tempted to touch down. My fingers twisted like
the lady over from Cologne.
Tell my missus, it seems to be cool. Mommy, your body flick like jewels. I feel like a fool. If I don't give you my tool, you know I'm wrong, girl. Still okay. I know it sounds crazy, but I like it. So what we gotta do is play like Jawu and keep everything between me and you.
All on the reason. Yes, mama. And another beautiful lady. All the way from Hyderabad. She's a Capuchino and a Uganda woman. All the way from Hyderabad. Representing Aliyah Fashion House. Even though you never, I don't feel like to go. I'm sorry, shame. The feeling is so strong. I don't feel like to go. Another beautiful contestant order from Munich. The beautiful contestant. These are our first edition from Miss Uganda, Germany. And don't forget on the 18th of July, we shall have the grand finale here in Munich. Welcome the beautiful ladies. The beautiful queen all the way from Munich. Yes. This is the first edition from Miss Uganda. And let's go here. Are you ready? Set. Okay. She's taking her time to the runway. She's also a contestant all the way from Munich. Munich is blessed. Okay.
And of course, not to this beautiful ladies from Uganda. And then second, we have the kids. Wow. Wow. These are beautiful ladies from Uganda. Uganda will have beautiful ladies. Oh my God, look at this. The Asaya, the breathtaking. Here comes another princess. From Bali, ladies and gentlemen. All the way from Bali, representing Bali. And of course, the final finale on the 10th July. Does this? Look at the smile, ladies and gentlemen. What a wow! Another beautiful lady from Uganda. Wow, wow. Look at this, look at this. Look at this. Look at the catwalk. Oh my God. And don't forget, these beautiful ladies, the dinner is on the 18th. They're coming up in July. Just look at the beautiful lady, my God, all from Uganda. Are we ready? The beautiful lady from Munich, she representing the fair city. The beautiful queen of Uganda. Look at the beautiful ladies here in there. And don't forget the Aliyah fashion. I think I have to let's go to the beautiful ladies. The beautiful queens. Aliyah fashion, don't forget. Very soon the finale comes for the kids. Here the CEO, ladies and gentlemen. Here the CEO. She's a queen. Look at this. I'm loving you, Mira. The CEO of Uganda German. Wow, 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 wow. Look at the time, look at the look. The Olivia, the CEO of Miss Uganda German. Here comes all the beautiful ladies, the beautiful queens. All the light up, look at this. Ay, chino nasema china hapo mkono wangu. Wow, look at the look, look at the look. And of course, Aliyah fashion. Aliyah fashion, clap for Aliyah fashion. I think they were saying on the channel, Aliyah, where are you? Oh my God. She's called Aliyah. She makes sure all the beautiful look like that. Wow. great city. It's gonna be marvelous, it's gonna be wonder. It's gonna be beautiful vibe. Oh my God. Look at the smile. Look at the smile. Let's go ahead. She's really beautiful, she's high class. Representing the beautiful princess. The beautiful one.
Thank you, the beautiful Malaika, and we hope to see you later, we shall do. Oh, look at the beautiful Ugandan girl.
Can't get you, baby. Just in no one to help it. Not to see my good.
Mwali, mutukumireko mu ngalo. Singa teyali oyo, singa siri wano leero, tutwongere tutukubire engalo. Last few weeks we had an event of this kind in Berlin. But I learned two things when I was there. One, when Katika was giving his speech, he said, when someone tells you a beautiful story, but in your own language, that message goes on your brain. But when another person comes and tells you the same story in your language, that message goes on your heart. Do you believe this? This message to remain on your heart. And I'm representing Uganda Kingdom. Allow me to give my speech in Uganda. Do we agree? Mwebale nnyo. Nsanyuse nnyo okulaba ekintu nga kino ekigassa abantu b'amawanga gonna ne kijjayo our national heritage, the Ugandan. Can we clap please? Many countries, many tribes lack this unity. But I've seen the Karamojas, the Karamajongs, the Koreans, Uganda dancing on this floor. This, it has embraced us that we have a country where we come from. Ambassador nsanyuse nnyo bwe mbadde wano because there are many occasions that Uganda delegates come and they deny them an opportunity to speak. But now, since I've given this to speak to you, this means the Ugandan government, through the Embassy of Uganda in Germany, they really respect our kingdom. We need to clap for the ambassador and his deputy. But above all, allow me also to appreciate Mwanyinaze Namutu, because we had an event of this nature 3 weeks ago. He stood in, he mobilized the funds from the embassy, never to sent a go back function of an Neolwalero, she's a part of the participants and her young daughter. Thank you so much for having that heart. era nkusabira ogende mu maaso. Ssaabasajja ng'ayita mu Katikkiro yantumye nnyo okubalaba, naye bantumye ebigambo bibiri bigende mu ambassador through you to His Excellency President Museveni. We loved this. Naye the only way to keep this shining that we are one. Dembe from border to border. And every rule of law is respected all over the country. Ekyo bwe kinaabeerawo, ekintu kyaffe kino twagala tukicelebrating emyaka gyonna. Tetwagala tube nga tukitandise tutuuke mu makkati awo tugambe ate olwa bino ne bino ne bikoze eki bivuddewo. Ekyo kikulu. Ekyokubiri kye bantumye bategeeze nti Ssaabasajja Kabaka gy'ali mulamu naye si musanyufu nnyo ennaku zino. Naye kiri kye ŋŋambye wekinaatereezebwa ffenna ndowooza tujja kuba basanyufu. Mwebalire ddala Ssaabasajja Kabaka awangaale.
Thank you so much for the message, and what a boost. So on that high note, I would like to welcome the President of the Federation to tell us what is this all about and get
Mfoto kugenda nayo nga bw'okwata video.
My name is Boaz Murema. I think most of you have been seeing me here as an MC and as a moderator. I'm trying to get a few things in order. But right now, I stand here as the President of the Federation of Uganda. Ugandans in Germany. Before I go on, I would like to invite my team to come here. If there's someone of my team on the projector, kindly pass on that road to someone else and come. He's part of my team. We are missing Mr. Gilbert and Mr. Latif. All right then, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, thank you so much for hosting us, and thank you so much for enabling us to be in this place. Dignitaries of different missions that have come to visit us in Germany, we greet you and we welcome you today. Government officials, Norway Tiva, we welcome you very humbly. Before I continue, I would like to introduce my colleagues and then we start on with the program. Madam?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shakira Mtegenaku, and I am here as the Vice President of the Federation of Ugandans in Germany.
Good afternoon. My name is Ratif Semudu, and I'm a student representative from the Federation of Ugandans in Germany.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. All protocol observed. My name is Lilian Ikulumet. I'm the second secretary and also hosting you here tonight. We're super excited and happy to have you all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andante Rutinema Ampunda, and I am the General Secretary of the Federation of Ugandans in Germany.
Thank you very much. Our treasurer has just sent me his regrets. He has been held up. He's called Mr. Enoch Chizito. Mr. Enoch Chizito. He has sent his regards. He's our treasurer. And Mr. Gilbert is also on the way here as he had been assigned another role. Today, I do not want to talk a lot about the Federation because the General Secretary's office and the Vice President's office have prepared a very short presentation that I would like to help us to quickly know, without us talking a lot, what is the Federation about. So I will hand back to you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, so we want to introduce the Federation to you. Perhaps many of you have heard about it, but do not know exactly the specifics. And maybe those ones that do not know anything about the Federation, Federation of Ugandans in Germany, it can also be in short form you can call it FUG or FUG, is the national umbrella body of the Ugandan diaspora in Germany, and a registered charity association under the German law. Here we've created this to stand as one community, one voice, and one future. In other words, Ubuntu Bolamo, I am because we are. It is independent, it is non-partisan, non-governmental, and non-religious. So why did we come together? Thank you. Why did we come together as one? As we all know, we do have...
I'm happy to announce to the House that we stand up all to welcome our chief guest, the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
To go on, as I was saying, we all know that in Germany we do have 16 federal states and many Ugandans are all scattered across all of them. I know obviously there are already some associations that are already existing, but we do not have a community that is of a united structure, of a united front. So we open this federation so that our challenges can be shared. That means integration, recognition recognition of qualifications, education, and belonging across every state. So this is kind of like our solution. The next, please. So as I have already told you, FUG, or the Federation of Ugandans in Germany, it is non-partisan. So everyone, like, it doesn't matter where you come from, your tribe, you can be an Uganda, you can be an Acholi, you can be a Catholic, you can be a traditionalist. That does not matter. As long as you are Ugandan or you identify as being a Ugandan, you are welcome. So we are a neutral, united home for every Ugandan and friend of every faith, religion, and background. Who can be a member? As I already told you, anyone that identifies as Ugandan can be a member. And to be, so if you call a Uganda a home or hold a close friend, or you know a Ugandan and you feel comfortable with Ugandans, you can join us. You can join as a member, so you do not need a residence permit. We do not also ask your status, if you're a refugee, if you have a residence permit. It does not matter. What matters is belonging and not paperwork. So, membership, we do have this under 4 categories. Our ordinary membership, and here you have to register and pay. We have our fees, that is €5 monthly. So, our ordinary members have a full voting rights that are Ugandans, descendants, and also friends. But we also have honorary members. These are recognized by the General Assembly and are fee exempt. We do not have to pay the €5 per month. And we do also have the associate membership. This supports the federation in funds or in any kind of way, but without a vote. And the last one is the institutional membership. This can be a community, religious, or cultural and regional associations. So membership is open for everyone. So what does membership give you? It gives you programs, education, and training. We do have many Ugandans that come here to Germany. Let it be trainees, let it be what do they call them? The FSU Lorraine, the volunteers, or students. They do come here and they do not know where to begin with. But as a community, as the Federation of Ugandans, we can provide them how to start. It's kind of an integration, how to associate and how to know everything. We provide them with community. This can be events, networks. People come here and do not know. I can also give a personal example. I've lived here for more than 5 years, but I think the first 5 years I lived here, I did not know any Uganda. I did not have any network, and sometimes it feels good to have a belonging or to hear someone who speaks Uganda or your language. So we also have here a collective voice where we can advocate and represent our community before legal institutions, and we also provide a framework of insurance that can cover and provide strict protection of your data. So every ordinary member is covered by our insurance framework and protected by it. But as a member, I mean you have to first register. So thank you, and I'm giving this to Mrs.
Before I continue, I'm kindly requesting everyone to please reduce the noise so that everyone can be able to listen. So you may be asking yourself, what insurance cover we have and how is it different from the other bodies or other organizations that you're in. So we have 9 pillars and 7 of these are mandatory for every ordinary member. That means for everyone that has registered. So we have the public liability, we have the legal expenses, travel for federation activities, event cover for federation events, property for federation assets, we have the cyber liability, and then the directors and officers. Then the other optional covers that we have, one is a personal accident cover, and the second one I believe is very important to most of us, which is the repatriation and the emergency medical for travel to Uganda. So most of us, or some of us, have lost some people back home, and you know death is something that is really, really sudden, and you haven't prepared for it sometimes. So this is where the cover comes in to do it. You may ask yourself, who sees my data, who has access to it, and where does it go? So I want to give you some reassurance that your data is not accessed to anyone without your written consent. So the information is held on the Federation's secure cloud, which is the cloud.fug-ev.org, and no one else has access to this information. There are two offices that have access to this. The first is the Office of the General Secretary, and the second is the Data Protection Officer. You also don't need to worry that your data is going to be shared with the embassy or any Ugandan government or any other authority without your written consent. Whenever someone wants to ask for your data, they'll have to sign a consent form, and that's when they'll have access to it. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so I think you're asking how we governed. It's not a body or federation that is governed by just one person. At the top of it, we have the General Assembly, which is all the ordinary members, the members that have registered. So this is the supreme authority. It elects the leadership, it approves the accounts, and also decides the major question. Below it, we have the Federal Executive Board, which is us, the Federal President, and the Executive Leader. After that, we have the state associations, which are up to 16, so meaning one per federal state. And at the bottom of it, we have the community level, with the local associations and groups. So I think you're asking, in your different cities, you already have organizations, you already have leaders, community leaders. I would like to call upon the community leaders to come along with their members of their community to be able to join this federation. Because it's a federation that's going to unite everyone and respect everyone irrespective of their identity. So the federation is not working alone, it's working together. It's not something that's going to sit on an island. It's working with the German authorities, the registry court, the tax officers, and the partners. And it's also working hand in hand with the Embassy of Uganda. Please don't get scared about that. The only link to FUG is one seat, the liaison officer. And they are non-voting, and it's just a role that's for advisory purposes. So you don't have to worry about your information being shared without your consent. So as I wrap up the presentation, I would like to urge everyone to please come and join us. It's just €5 per month. I mean, look at the coffee you have every day. So if you're putting aside the €5 for something that's going to protect you and have some belonging, I think it's a good deal, right? Yeah, so thank you and have a lovely afternoon.
Yeah! Music, down. Ambassador Metako, check 1, 2. Your Excellency, we bring greetings from Uganda. This is one of a kind, having the Uganda bikers come to Europe on 2 days. It must go in the Guinness Book of Records. The community, we bring you greetings. From Uganda, our partners, Uganda Tourism Board, who has made this event possible. We give credit to them. Thank you so much. The hosts who have hosted us right from Italy to France to Rome. Thank you so much. The Ugandan community.
Community.
Stand up.
Stand up. Stand up.
Hey yo! Thank you. Uganda. Qual é esse?
ladies and gentlemen, very warm welcome. We are an Alphorn musician group from Garmisch-Partenkirchen, that's near or in the Zugspitze. And we are very happy to perform here for you. Few songs, very traditional instruments, very special instruments. Perhaps if you are interested, I can explain something, because these instruments you only find in the Alps. So it's called Alphorn. So not trombone or tuba, it's an Alphorn, and we use it in the Alps because you can hear it about long distances. Yes, if you go in, the neighbor at the mountain can hear you, and also the cows are coming if we are blowing in. So this instrument was formerly used by shepherds. They are blowing in the instrument and all the cows are coming together. So very easy to get all the animals together if you blow in, and then they come together. And it also was used for communication, because at the time before we had the cell phones in the mountains, we used it and we blow it in, and the neighbor or the pretty young lady can hear you, and you can make a date, some kind of a date. So that was the use of the Alphorn, and now we make some music and we try to make some song which is for moving from the left to the right, because there is a big plan to visit Uganda for the Oktoberfest, and of course we make some brass music and some music for Oktoberfest, not with these instruments, but with tuba and trumpet and so on. And one song which is similar to this, for moving from the left to the right, a very tradition for the Birten, we try to perform. So please enjoy, and thank you for your listening. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So I think it's time to get a lesson in how to blow in the Alphorn. So there have been outside lots of children who tried, and now I ask for the grown-ups. Is there anybody here who wants to try How do the lady over there? Yes? Okay. Also, let's come to the stage. Everybody who wants to try, please come to the stage. Get up here. You will get a free lesson in blowing the hot horn. So this is the lesson hot horn. So ladies and gentlemen, you hold it, I explain. We have 3 rules. 3 rules, okay, very easy 3 rules. So which end we use? Which end? The big one or the small one? The small one. We use the small one, okay? Then we have something like a mouthpiece, something over here. Please don't bite. You have to blow it, okay? Don't bite, you blow. And we need a little bit of breath, coming out of the lips. You press the lips together. And then the breath is coming out over here. Please blow. Okay, very easy. You start? Okay. Let's try. Don't bite. Don't bite. Press the lips together. Who's next? The lady in pink. Very good. So we okay, very good. Next one. You press the lips together. Wait, what is? What happens? Nothing. Very good. Okay, press the lips together. A little bit more. Lots of hot air. Always needs that. Very good. Thank you. So my question is, do you want to hear one more song? Okay.
The biggest what? The biggest what?
Ugandan ladies, where are you?
Do we have Ugandans in the building? Every Ugandan, put your hand in the air. Every Ugandan lady in the building, put your hand in the air.
Okay.
Every Ugandan lady in the building, put your hand. Ugandan ladies, I want you on the stage for this song. I want you on the stage for this song.
Make me feel alright.